Hey everyone, it's Blue Lizard Jello and welcome back to Dragon Dogma, Dark Arisen for the PC. We have a lot to catch up on before we actually get into today's episode, so let me get right into it. First and foremost, Conan was apparently using the very best sword and shield in the game. I didn't know that. I have since talked to the owner in the comments, and he actually gave him some lesser equipment, so he won't be as incredibly OP as he was before. I appreciate that. Not trying to have the pawn steamroll everything as of yet. Silverius has a little bit of a different look. We did a stream yesterday. He is now wearing the Malorian Greaves that were a gift. He is wearing the Direwolf Cape that has been Dragonforged, and his Grific Victory is now at 2-star, so doing even more damage. Way to go, Silverius. I am now level 61. During the stream, we maxed out our Warrior Vocation, and we got up to rank 8 in our Fighter Vocation, which means we got access to a number of the augments that I was looking to acquire. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm using right now. Watchfulness, Bastion, Fitness, Vigilance, Entrancement. Oh, nope, just kidding. These are all of my available augments, not my actual augments that I'm using. What? I was just reading my entire list. Hold on, let me... What? Why? Why do you not show... Oh, no. Oh, no? Is it under enabled? Oh, goodness. Sorry, guys. Here it is. Under enabled. Sinew grants you the energy to carry additional weight. So this actually bumps you down a weight class. So now I'm at 21 weight units, which normally that would have been light. I am now considered very light. Clout greatly augments your strength, an awesome warrior skill. I also got Preemption, which I've already had before, Bloodlust, but I also got Vehement, augments your strength. So I got a lot of strength boosts out of these two, and Sinew is just going to help a lot with running and with stamina management. Very, very cool. I still don't have all of them. We have one more rank to go in Fighter, and that ought to do it for all of the augments. Pretty cool. One last thing I want to show you that I didn't touch on were the Gloves of Might have actually not a hidden attribute. If you go into the description, gauntlets fashioned from purple crystal, they raise the wearer's speed while clinging to any object. If you are a melee character and you really like climbing around on some of the big creatures, Gloves of Might are fantastic. They stack really well with some of the augments that you can get later on, like Opportunism. They will allow you to climb around the creatures a lot faster and get to their weak spots. Very, very useful indeed. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Well, first off, we have a little bit more update to do because we haven't read the Chronicle in a little while. Fortunately, we only have one page. We've read up to 18, now number 19. As you perform duties as Arisen, you cannot help but witness the chaos the dragon has visited upon the people of Gransys. Some are lost to fear of the worm, others worship it, the Elysian and Salvation among them. The dragon's overwhelming might has bred a madness that must not stand. Excellent. So what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be visiting the Drake again. I want to show you two more ways that I can use to actually farm for the Drake, as well as we are going to be completing a quest that Mercedes has back at the Duke's castle that is going to have her pit against one of the knights of the Duke that we have been questioning for quite a while. But first, let's go take on the Drake, and this time, what we are going to do is, I told you I was doing this off camera, but I want to show you it in person. Oh, I don't have my Scalding Razors, but that's okay. The Rusted Bow. Rusted Bow, the damage is not very impressive at all, but where it lacks in damage, it makes up for in spades by inflicting torpor very, very readily. It is going to be an absolute bloodbath. So let's go take on the Drake. We might get a couple things Dragonforged. The Gloves of Might Dragonforged would be an absolute blessing in disguise, but let's gotta kill some goblins here. Now, you know what? I'm not even worried about the goblins. These guys are gonna wipe the floor with them. So let's just get right up to the Drake, and let me show you the beauty that is torpor inflicted on the Drake. This makes the fight pretty darn trivial. Oh no, is he not? Oh, there he is. I see him. I was confused. I didn't know where he was. Here we go. Alright, Drake, come here. Perfect, here we go. Everyone's coming. And now let's just get some fivefold fury going. Okay, I've already hit his heart, which is pretty cool. No torpor yet, though. There's torpor. Look at how slow he is. Look at that. absolutely doesn't stand a chance. Gives the pawns a really good chance in order to actually take him out. So if we just kind of hit it, keep hitting him, we should take him out in no time. Oh, but we need to release Conan from his grips. Okay. He's also poisoned too. That is another attribute of the rusted weapons. They can inflict both torpor and poison, which is very cool. All right, let's get him. Where is he? He's up in the air? All right, well, let's get him down. There we go. And now we just get in there and start doing some damage. And you can see how quickly that health bar goes down. Not bad. All right, let's back up. Let's get some more torpor. It doesn't last forever. You do have to keep inflicting it. All right, pawns are down.
I was clumsy.
You were pretty clumsy, considering how slowly this guy is moving. That was pretty embarrassing. Oh, come on. Stop with the wings.
The heart alone is vulnerable. Find that friend.
Okay. All right, this is probably going to do it.
The heart is unprotected.
Oh, tree, you're really in the way. And that's it. Just like that. Pretty fantastic. Let's see, do we get... Oh, we got level ups. Fantastic. Level 62. And do we get anything? Secret sights? Okay, those I just put on. That's nice. That's probably about it. And that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so we're going to do this fight one more time, and I'm going to show you an even faster way to do it. It's an expensive way to do it. You can probably guess what it is for those of you veterans of the game, but for those of you who haven't seen it, let me tell you, this is pretty cool. So I will be back here in 7 days' time. For you, it'll be almost instantaneous. Right, so we are back in Devilfire Grove after resting for 8 nights. I actually always rest 7 just in case I miscount, and believe me, I do tend to miscount. So yeah, I will try to count to 8 during my rest just to make sure that I've rested the requisite number of times to have the Drake respawn. But sure enough, he is here, so let's just clear a little space. There we go, and now let's get his attention. I am going to use the rusted bow to slow him down. So let's just get torpor going. I'm going to not aim for his heart at all. Okay, we have torpor, and now it's time for the Maker's Finger. If you remember, we bought this from Fornival before we sentenced him to life in prison, leaving Simone ultimately an orphan. Anyway, besides the point, we bought the Maker's Finger, we bought the Dragon's Gaze, which we will also use later on, and a few other odds and ends before he disappeared completely. You can only have one of these in your possession at a time, and I believe that does count in storage. They cost 300,000 gold from Fornival, but they are essentially a one-hit kill for most enemies throughout the game. There are some enemies that it won't kill in one shot, but this Drake should be susceptible to the one shot if we can hit him in the heart. So, what you can see here is the ultimate arrow set to kill instantly. Note, after being equipped, it will be lost the next time you restore from a checkpoint save. So you need to keep that in mind. You don't simply get unlimited chances to get this right. So we are going to hope that we hit the heart, which is why I inflicted the torpor. But now, what we want to do is get a good view of the heart. Oh, you know what? We actually haven't exposed the heart yet. So I need to put that away. Because if I don't, then I don't think I can actually hit him. So you know what? Can we put that away? Put away. Okay, good. Whew, I was worried that it would disappear. So we do need to hit the heart just to expose it. There we go. Perfect. And now, do you have torpor still? Let's do a couple more shots just to make sure it's there. All right, good. Here we go. Now, Maker's Finger.
Alone is vulnerable.
We need to get a good shot at it. Oh, this is even better, because now he's going to fall down. We should have direct access if I hit a goblin, so help me. And... and he's down. Now, we do have to go get one more hit on the heart just to finish him, because that's how they work. Come on. Come on. You can see his health is gone. There we go. There's the kill. Okay, that That didn't work perfectly only because I couldn't get the last hit in, but still, you get the idea. Very, very effective. His health was gone in a single hit, and we just had to finish it off. Awesome.
If you lose your way, you need but consult your mount.
Cool. All right. Well, we have now killed the Drake 2 more times. No more Dragon Forging that time, and that's fine. Everything else is either Dragon Forge or a low upgrade path anyway. So now it's time to move on. So I'm going to head back to Grand Soren and head outside, and we're going to use the next unique item, the Dragon's Gaze, so I can show you how that works. Not right now, though.
A common goblin. Even in numbers, a weakling is a weakling.
During the next quest, where Mercedes is going to be facing off against one of the Duke's own knights, we want to have a Wakestone in our inventory for a particular outcome. The problem is, I only currently have 2 Wakestone shards, and if you remember, you do need 3 shards in order to make 1 Wakestone, and they cannot be forged. Even though Montbank will create a forgery, it will not fuse with other Wakestone shards to become a full Wakestone. You can buy shards from Fornival, well, maybe you can, I can no longer do so. You can buy them from Mountebank, or you can find them at various places throughout Gransys, and if you want to find them just a little bit easier, a lot of people think this is a pretty useless item, and I have to admit, it's not fantastic, but the Dragon's Gaze is used to locate Wakestone shards, and it'll actually show you the locations on your map. So let's go ahead and use this and see if we can find at least 1 more shard to complete our Wakestone.
Makes Gransys well suited.
Right away, it is going to open up your main map. And from here, you can see the locations. There's one at Smuggler's Pass. There's one up by Pastona Cavern. And let's see, any others? Not too far. Okay, there's one down by the ruins of Arn's Castle. There's one over here near Conqueror's Sanctuary. Perfect. Not too bad at all. So for our purpose, we could actually go and grab the one over here in Pastona Cavern near the Cutlass Cape, and that will be sufficient. The problem is, as soon as you close this map, these locations are going to disappear. You don't get to keep them open. So what you can do is actually interact with your map and create waypoints. There we go. You can only create up to 3, I guess. So we will just mark this one right here. Perfect. So we do have access to 3. I'm just going to collect the one to complete ours, but I'll show you exactly, well, I've shown you how it works. So now let me travel to Blue Moon Tower and pick that one up. And I'll show you how I got it. Wakestones, by the way, if you have forgotten, because it has been a while since we've seen any, they can revive the player if they fall dead, or they can actually be used to revive fallen NPCs. Really good for escort quests. The problem is you just don't get too many in the vanilla game, or the main part of the game, I should say, until much later on. But using the Dragon's Gaze will give you access to a few of them and make it a lot easier to find them. We already found the one in Arn's Castle, but we have another one coming up here. And then once we bring it back and fuse it with the other 2, we'll have a full Wakestone for the next quest, which is great. So it is right up there, which means that, oh shoot, if I need a skeleton key, which I might be very disappointed. Let's find out. I did unlock the doors in Smuggler's Pass, though, so hopefully they are still unlocked.
It's an unwieldy place to fight.
Let's see. If it is, I will just zip back. Although, where are you?
They rampage indiscriminately. Human bones that move on their own.
Oh, here it is, right back here in the corner. Look at that. Haha. Awesome. And we'll get the loot here just for selling purposes. Okay, perfect. So that's exactly how the Dragon's Gaze work. You know what? It's honestly not a terrible item early on because you just don't get enough of them through the main story quest. So if you're looking for 1 or 2 Wakestones, use the Dragon's Gaze that you can buy from Fornival. Again, I can no longer do so, but you can use that to find more Wakestones. So back to Grand Soren, and let's get the next quest started. Aldous, I am here yet again to do your bidding, sire.
Many within the castle prayed. I had a task I wished entrusted to you, sir. But Sir Mercedes insisted it be hers instead. She was most adamant.
Okay, so what do you need me to do?
Though she is a knight come in good faith to aid us, she remains daughter to Hearthstone's lord. It does my heart no ease to see her undertake such a dangerous errand. Alas, in the face of her ardent petition, there was naught I could do but accede. Can I ask that you at least accompany her, sir?
Oh yeah, I can do
Must be
that.
kept safe.
Mercedes and I go back long ways, actually.
My thanks, Arisen. Pray go and speak to Sir Mercedes.
All right, can and will. Let's make that our active quest. Perfect, there we go. All right, Mercedes, where are you hiding? Oh, you're right here with some men that I haven't yet killed.
I take it you've heard. Then you'll know that this task is mine.
I'm just here to make sure you're safe.
I'll not be an idle burden on the Duke's hospitality any longer. And surely you've won enough glory, sir. Allow me this one chance to prove myself.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but I just want to make sure you are okay.
You have my thanks. This matter concerns Lord Julian as well.
Ah.
There is talk of dark happenings at the Stone of the North. Lord Julian's watch. He set out for the hold himself some time ago, but there has been no word since.
He just sent them a week's supply of food. Maybe he was just checking in on them.
Someone must go and see what has become of him. As a fellow guest of the Duke's, I felt it my duty. I would forbid you from interceding, but you no doubt have your own reasons for going.
It's true. I haven't really trusted Lord Julian in quite some time, actually.
I will not stop you from joining me, but neither can I wait. Follow if you wish, sir. I am off.
Travel to the Wind Bluff Tower. Excellent. A quick note about this quest. There are some different outcomes that we're going to talk about momentarily, but even though she says that she's heading off there right now, and clearly she just left, it is not a timed mission. You can go and do other quests, and it will not activate until you yourself get to Wind Bluff Tower. So do not worry about doing everything else in the meantime. Whenever you get there, that's when the quest will go. So we need to stop by the inn and get the other 2 Wakestone shards, and then we'll proceed.
Unrest in the north. Just what has happened at this stone?
And as you can see, in our inventory, we have a single Wakestone shard.
Fear we must accept.
Let us talk to Asalam here.
Have your pick. Lady, what will it be today?
And we will withdraw the other 2 that are in our inventory. Wakestone shard. Wait, Wakestone shard. Oh, look at that. We had a full Wakestone. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let us grab these 2.
What will it be? Have your pick.
And then, as you can just see, it just deposited a full Wakestone in our inventory, no longer a shard. Perfect. Okay. Let's head to Wind Bluff Tower and see if we can assist Sir Mercedes with her quest to find out exactly what happened to Lord Julian. On the one hand, I mean, I do hope he's okay. I haven't actually proved that he's up to no good. I just have this sneaky suspicion. But on the other hand, if he so dares to try and lay a finger on Mercedes, then I'm afraid we're going to have some words, and those words will not be pleasant nor fit for family company.
We know the way to the...
Now, there is no sense having you watch me travel all the way to the Wind Bluff Tower, but there is one location I want you to see, so I'm not going to cut it just yet. But let me go ahead and make sure that you are aware exactly where we're headed. Not far at all. We just cross the bridge here and head up Conqueror's Road, or Conquest Road, rather. And there's Wind Bluff Tower right there. But there's an interesting site along the way that only appears in this stage, and it's going to be a bit of foreshadowing that we're going to be up for something pretty epic. And I don't use that word lightly, but pretty big. In fact, you can kind of see it right there on the horizon. A big dark mass that wasn't there previously. But let's go see what it could be. It looks like there's some guards standing around. What is this creature? First glance, it almost looks like a griffin, but then you take a look and it almost has like this turkey-like head. Very, very intriguing. Do you have anything to say about this?
Say you, Arisen? Quite the prize, eh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Was I what found it? Though I'll claim no glory in the beast's death. Seems the makers at last taken note of all my good deeds.
Congratulations, Sir Tullius.
Road splits here.
How about you? Anything you want to add?
We're headed for Grand Sorin with a trophy for his grace. We came upon it in the Western Road. Truth be told, the beast was dead ere we came upon it. 'Tis less of a trophy than a windfall. Still, a creature in such pristine condition makes a fine offering. The Duke will reward us well.
I find it strange that the Duke just has this propensity for dead creatures. All right, one last guard. Let's see. Do you have any other new information you want to share?
No cause for worry, friend. The beast is well and dead.
I wasn't worried. Just want to know what the heck it
In
is.
truth, It was quite fortuitous to stumble on such a creature freshly fallen.
All right. Well, we will learn more about this creature later. But for now, look at, they're just off. Guys, do you want to wait for the Arisen? No? Okay. Well, let's go to Windbluff Tower, and I'll see you guys there. Now, as I'm approaching Windbluff Tower, let me share exactly what's going to happen in this quest, or how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to go in and complete the quest, and I will talk about what's going on in the meantime, but I will explain the details of the quest only after, because I have to do this live since commentary is live, and I don't want to make a mistake here. But you can see things are not looking good. We have soldiers fighting other soldiers. Not a pleasant sight. It seems like there's been some sort of revolt. But as our quest marker just indicated, we need to seek out Mercedes and see exactly what in the world is going on here at Windbluff Tower. Mercedes, maybe you should wait for us.
Viper! You colluded with Salvation to work sedition among the Duke's men!
Salvation? You place me in ill company. I'm a man of this world. Fantasies of death and redemption concern me not one whit. Now, legends. Legends stoke up the masses. If Duke Edmund were to best a second dragon, Gransys would take the Ascendant. But her neighbors ill want a giant looming at their borders, am I wrong?
Spare me your sophistry. The word neighbor sours on your forky tongue. Our lands have long sworn unstinting aid to any neighbor beset by the dragon.
Unstinting, you say? Tell me then, why has your Lord Father not sent your brother, joined by Hearthstone's finest steel? Why am I speaking instead with a bleating she-goat mocked even by her own men?
You will retract those words, sir!
Else suffer what consequence?
Else I shall wash my honor clean in your blood!
And you? You will play her second? I would welcome the challenge.
Ugh! Stay out of this! He's made an open mockery of me and my homeland! I had thought
all right, Mercedes, be careful.
The base treasons of Salvation's like. The Knight's champion. An Earthbreaker of your ilk is champion to no man, Julian.
Okay, now here is the thing. We do not want Mercedes to lose. And in order to not let Mercedes lose, we have to interfere, we have to defeat Julian, and we cannot take a hit from him, which is actually why I'm just kind of rolling away. I do have his attention, and that's good. But if I take a hit, then Julian will still win. Now, this quest can be beaten with either Julian or Mercedes winning. But I want Mercedes to win. So I've already taken down most of his health. But you can see I'm kind of playing a little bit of cat and mouse here. I am now just going to finish the job with an arrow.
You owe the Arisen a debt of thanks, woman. Your she-goat's pride is lost, but you've kept your head.
At this stage in the game...
A pitiable sight.
Oh, you're fine, Mercedes. Relax.
I am a meager choice to send as aid. I know it well. Still, I could not.
It's okay. Relax. At this point, we could go right back to Aldous and we could let him know exactly what happened between Julian, and Mercedes. And if we walk towards that gate, we're going to trigger a cutscene with Mercedes where she's going to give us an item. That item is dependent on the outcome, but we brought a Wakestone for a reason, because even though we just killed Lord Julian, maybe, just maybe, he's a bit misunderstood, and we can learn more about him if we actually bring him back, which is what we're going to do right now.
I am bested, sir.
You were dead, sir.
By your hand, and brought back as well. Such utter defeat ill leaves room for argument. I shall return to the capital and place myself at the mercy of the court. They will have my confession and my head, should they wish it. And you shall have the glory, sir.
I have to
Why
say,
not?
that's
I've
very
no
honorable
design
of you.
on running. Even as I am, I've still some semblance of pride. I leave you with a word of warning. The revolt was but a diversion. The killing blow will be delivered elsewhere. Pay heed, sir.
Thank you for the warning, actually. And if you want that shield on Julian's back, this is the only way to get it. We won't get it now, we'll get it a little bit later. Alright, Mercedes, let's head off.
I fear I put on a shameful display.
You did fine.
Lord Julian had the truth of it, every word. I am weak. I serve no purpose here, save as hollow homage to an empty pact. Aids in name only. Hearthstone or Gransys, there's not a man in either who expected anything else of me. I knew it well enough, tasted it on every breath I drew, yet still I fancied myself a knight. Arisen. I will return to Hearthstone. Not to lick my wounds, but to petition my Lord Father that Gransys people receive true aid. I will not send you to meet the dragon with their fates weighing upon you. After, I shall return here, to aid you however I may. I am a fool. Pray, accept this token. I haven't much to give, but it would please me to know it provided you some small comfort on your journey.
So we got the cutlass. You can get either the cutlass or the silver rapier from her. If you let Julian win, then you will get the silver cutlass from her as she kind of walks away, tail between her legs. If you help her defeat Julian, then you get the cutlass. The silver rapier, it's not really all that outstanding of a weapon, but it's unique and it's pretty cool. So if you want to go that route, I don't blame you. But if you want Julian to be your love interest, or if you want his shield, the Wizard's Vizard, you have to do it exactly as I did and bring him back from the dead. But let's go back and tell Aldous exactly what happened here. Alright, Aldous, you might not believe this, but I've got some news for you.
It seems the Stone of the North stands quiet once again. You have my thanks. It was an ill surprise indeed to find salvation's reach extend so deep within our ranks. 'Tis a testament to the rising fear within the people's hearts. We must be vigilant against such corruption, lest the duchy rot away afore the dragon ever comes.
What? Very well. I shall see to it at once. A matter of a most pressing nature has come to us. Make for the southern Way Castle immediately. I've received a report that one of the Duke's men has returned from afar, gravely wounded. He asks to speak with you, in all haste, Arisen. 'Tis odd his message was not writ in the report. An oversight brought on by haste, no doubt. Pray, fly to the Way Castle and hear the man's message, sir. Meanwhile, I am to see the Duke on another matter no less urgent. 'Tis a restless
We completed
day.
Pride Before Fall, but we are launched right into the very next quest, which we will be taking on next time, Honor and Treachery. Well, we got a lot done. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying, and thank you so much for coming on today's adventure. And I'll see you next time for more Dragon's Dogma.